Day by day, we get better and better. So we can't be beat. Let's go!
It's game time. It's game time. Colors painted on. Watch the star up the show.
Let's go, baby.
It's game time. It's game time. I don't know about your squad, but it ain't 1-8 with mine. Put your knuckles up. Get in the game. Better watch where you step back in your lane. It's game time. It's game time. It's game time. It's game time. It's game time.
Welcome to the Coliseum. It is section hockey play here on TV19. I'm Tim Peterson with Zach Halverson, live from the Coliseum right now. And tonight's game is the Hill Murray Pioneers versus the Stillwater Ponies. And Zach, you're on the sidelines. What are you seeing over there?
Just a great atmosphere down here, Tim. You got a couple of top-notch teams going at it here in the Section 4 AA tournament. And what's great about this place is it adds so much atmosphere, and it's so great to come down here late February. You're going to see some great hockey action right here on TV19.
Well, these teams have not met during the regular season, so it'll be interesting to see how each team approaches each other in tonight's game. Usually we see them come out and just have a slow play as we go. We'll see if that happens tonight. Hill Murray, the top team in this section, against the Stillwater team, who's looking for the upset. We'll see if they can get it. The winner will move on. They'll play either the White Bear Lake Bears or the Roseville Raiders, and they play later on tonight. Hill Murray has hit the ice. Stillwater has hit the ice, and we're looking to be ready for some high school action in just moments away. Zach now joins me back in the booth, and Zach, I mentioned these two teams have not met this year. So what does Stillwater basically have to do to beat this Hill Murray team that so many teams this year have struggled to be able to do?
Well, you know, it really comes into the whole the trap, trying to trap the Hill Murray Pioneers and play a really defensive game and keep them at least from scoring. Obviously, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a lot of work for the Ponies. It is possible, not very, but it's very possible. We'll see. You know, Phil Housley's a great coach. We've seen his accomplishments, especially over the last half a year or so, including the World Juniors Championship out in Russia, where he got the gold medal with the United States U18 team out there. So I'll tell you, this is a great setup here. Stillwater Ponies have a solid coach. We'll see what happens.
Now we saw a couple of the goalies. Colton Anderson gets the start for Stillwater tonight. John Dugas got the start for Hill Murray as we take a look at the Section 4 AA bracket as it's come to this quarterfinal games.
Yeah, you know, Hill Murray, number one seed coming in. It's their tournament to lose. They're number one in the state right now, and everybody really looking at Hill Murray. Stillwater here has a chance tonight. Then we'll see White Bear Lake and Roseville later here. White Bear Lake coming off a 6-3 win over North St. Paul. Roseville coming off a 6-5 victory over Tartan, and kind of an upset. Tartan was looking really good this year. Possibly, I would say, one of the best rosters that they've had in quite some time. But it was a close game back and forth, and Roseville came out victors.
And you said White Bear with that victory over North, but by that score alone did not tell you what actually went on in that game, because it was a very close game. White Bear kind of squeaked out with one there.
Yeah, you know, they're a very young team, and you know, I think that it showed. They're kind of still getting used to this whole high school hockey thing, and playoff hockey is completely different. But they somehow rebounded and they got a victory, and you know, now they're looking at the Coliseum here. Going to be playing a very solid Roseville team later tonight. But this game, Stillwater, you know, they're coming off a victory here, and they're looking at a team that is going to be on paper better than them. But you know what? With heart and dedication, it's hockey. Anything can happen.
They're announcing the starters right now, and we'll see if we can't throw up the Stillwater starters for you. Nick Anderson will be on left wing. Number 17, Tyler Fitzsimmons, will be centering, and number 15 is Aaron Kazanek. On defense for the Ponies is number 2, Josh Clark, and number 20, Mitch Reinke. On the other side of the puck, on the other side of the red line, centering, on left wing, Mitch Slattery, along with number 16, Josh French, and number 21, Zach Lavelle, the captain. On defense will be number 25, Ryan Black, and number 27, Sam Becker. And we've seen those guys play a lot together. This Hill Murray team has played a lot of good teams this year. They've had the highest, hardest amount of competition. We're going to see if that wore on them at all as this game goes on down. Starting goalies, already mentioned, Colton Anderson and John Dugas. And now we're going to send it over and listen to the national anthem as this game is just about ready to get started. We'll see if Hill Murray and Stillwater and who's got what right after this. Well played.
The officials decide for tonight's game. Your linesman is Brandon Guy. The game
Murray seems to be frozen there. They waited for Stillwater to skate away. Intimidation thing, you think?
Yeah, maybe we'll see. They've had a pretty solid schedule going into the end, beating Mounds View 3-2, and they've really had a really good middle of the season. They're up and down, and they're a really good middle of the season, highlighted by the fact that they actually beat a top team in the state, Minnetonka, earlier, 1-0. And so Stillwater, you never know. Maybe they could pull out an upset here. We'll see Hill Murray's recent games, and you know what? They're just showing that really they're a #1 team in the state. I mean, just absolutely perfect here. North St. Paul, Richfield, very, shall we say, weak end of the schedule here, which is actually nice. Kind of get to coast through and finally get to the playoffs with some good victories. But Moorhead, another great team here. Beat them 6-4.
So not a Medai team, not a bad team either.
True.
They're a #2 seed in the Section 4A bracket. So they haven't played absolutely weak teams at all this year. A lot of very tough ones, up and down, and St. Thomas Academy, who's in their conference. So,
right.
And they're a 1 seed overall in that 4A bracket.
Yeah, Hill Murray's got a very tough schedule. That certainly doesn't do justice. Their entire schedule, especially in December, they really play some of the top teams in the state right away. Really get a good test, and you really get a good feel of how this team is going to be this year. And they showed early that this is the team to beat in Minnesota.
And they won the Schwann's Cup over the Christmas holiday break as they win the face-off. They dump it in down deep, and they're the first ones on the puck. Centering pass is broken up and knocked to the side. Stillwater looking to get it out of their own zone, and it looks like they will. Cross center ice, here they come. Just dumped down into the zone, and dumped down his back was Kazanik. But Stillwater retains possession and keeps puck in the attacking zone. Now Slattery picks it up, and he'll flip it up through center ice, all the way down into the Stillwater zone as it almost appeared to be a little bit mishandled there by Josh Clark. Stillwater back on defense here. Coming around the side of the net is Lavelle. He'll back away. Gives it off to French. French coming out in front. He's going to take the shot, and a save made by Anderson. Another shot by French, and another save by Anderson. And just like that, 2 shots on goal for Hill Murray, and that puck is shot the length of the ice, but it was touched, they say, and no icing called. Back in their own zone. Pioneers trying to get it out. Stillwater trying to put some pressure on. There's a rough hit. Fake shot from point, just dumped into the corner. Centering pass, but nobody home. Picked up by the Pioneers and up through center ice. Here they come. Flying down into the zone. Brown brings it all the way around the back of the net. Willie Brown, one of the team's leaders in points. Shoots it back down in deep. Anderson back there to play it. Back to the point. Shot in from there. Anderson stopped the whole way. The goaltender, Colton Anderson, stopped the whole way. Still working it around. And finally picked up. And Heddle will bring it up ice for the Ponies. They dump it down, and they're going to make a line change. Dugas pointing up ice saying, hey, we got a guy down there, but By the time the puck was able to be shot up, Stillwater had made their change. Pioneers tend to love to do that, catch you in a line change and do that long pass.
The transition game is so good.
And their puck control also very good. And here they come. Streaking on the far side is Mills. He'll slow up, wait for the team, and then drop back to the point. From the point, it's shot in. Save made. Anderson, he's going to hang on to this one. We're going to have our first break in the action. A little pushing and shoving happens down in that goal area.
Colton Anderson is going to be the main factor here in the Stillwater Ponies. He's going to have to play very, very well. He's seen 3 shots in the first 2.5 minutes or so, and he's going to be a big factor here. Also, the first goal here is going to be a huge key for the Stillwater Ponies if they can get it. Hill Murray also a huge key.
That shot blocked on its way into the goal, and it's pushed off into the corner. Picked up there by the center, or captain, excuse me, for the Ponies. Nick Anderson, he's going to come sweeping in. And now he'll slow up, look around, take a shot, and he scores! Nick Anderson, right over Dugas's right shoulder, and it's 1-0 Ponies. Surprise, surprise.
Just talking about it, first blood, that is huge. And we saw, you got to compare this Hill Murray team, maybe the team we saw a couple years ago. And, when they lost the final against White Bear got an early goal. Stillwater doing the same here. Getting a nice job by Anderson Kruger as he worked it around that was Anderson, sorry. Nick Anderson worked it around the corner, came out and got a solid shot. And, I got to say, John Dugas got to play a little bit better. That's the one you have to have. And perhaps maybe some jitters here. Dugas, usually one of the top goaltenders in the state as well. Didn't expect him to give up a goal like that here early, but we'll see how he recovers and how the Pioneers recover here. They would preferably get one here as quick as possible.
And you say jitters, but Dugas has been around. You think
right.
He'd be able to settle right in, but it is a different place and kind of a big place to play, so maybe just a little bit, or it's early on.
And, it's different. It's different. Obviously, he got to state last year, but every year's a new year here, and you got to get used to that atmosphere. But again, great job by Stillwater. That was important. They really kept playing with the Pioneers, even though it was their first shot on goal here. But they were playing it back and forth, and I guess that was a very important key.
Here's French doing the wraparound. No, he hung on to it. It's loose in front. French looking to backhand, can't do it, and it's pushed away. Sorry to cut you off there, but
no problem.
Big opportunity there. See if Stillwater can do something as they come right back down. They're going to be off sides. If they touch it, they got to touch up and go. All right, here we go again. Dumped down in deep. This time by Becker into the corner, and the first one to the puck, it seems like every time, are the Hill Murray Pioneers. Flipped up back to mid-ice and all the way down. Icing called off. It appeared Black touched it, so no icing. Hill Murray will start things up from behind their own net. Moving it ahead. Over to the near side. And shot it over the goal by Becker. Played along those far side boards. Tyler Funk in there, along with Anderson. And it pops free. Funk giving the chase. Back to play it for Stillwater is Stotts, Wyatt Stotts. Pioneers come away with it. From the point, shot in low. Hit off a skate and deflected to the near side. Back to the point again, shot in low, redirected. Tipped around, no, flows, puck shot up. And Anderson hangs on. Boy, it appeared as Joey Anderson was going to have a good chance there to pull one in. He was right in there, and the 8th grader just couldn't get it past the goaltender Colton Anderson.
Hill Murray, they're coming back here. They're getting shots on Anderson. Anderson making the stops he needs to make, and even a few he really almost shouldn't make. Just playing a marvelous game so far.
I didn't even have the 8th grader, Joey Anderson, on my lineup card, and he's out there and he darn near tied the game.
Anderson has really revolutionized Hill Murray's offense, because they have, when he was added kind of midway through the season, he has been amazing on the second line and has given the Pioneers some amazing depth.
I take that back. I looked down at my second line, and whose name do I see? Anderson. I don't know how I missed it the first 3 times I looked. He is on there, and he has been in there. I read some things online about him as well, being as good as you had just mentioned. On the far side boards, is kicked in a little deeper, but Hill Murray still controls, and Here they come. Flipped up through center ice. That's going to be offside if he touches it, and it is. Slattery tried to hold that foot. He thought he was okay as he caught it, but he was not. And offside's the call.
You know, Slattery, we saw him earlier this year when the Hill Murray Pioneers played White Bear Lake, and he tends to talk a lot. And that's, you know, he's a really, really good hockey player. But if you can get under his skin, which we've seen in the past isn't too hard, maybe take that factor out of the game too.
Yeah, one of their top point getters, him and Zach Lavelle. Lavelle has it now on the near side boards. He'll play it up. French coming down. He's going against all three Ponies, and he's taking off the puck. Played back behind the net. Picked up. Anderson skips it up through center. Ponies carried in. Pass. Nobody home, but they get the puck again. Another centering pass. Knocked away as Fitzsimmons tried to get it in front for somebody. And it skips out now out of the zone. At neutral ice, French will bring the brigade up. They got to slow things up as French thought we were going in. The rest of the team thought they were not. They do slow things up, wrapped up all the way around the board. Boy, nobody could get a stick on it. It carries all the way back down into the Pioneer zone. Pioneers lead on shots on goal, 4-1, and the one shot by the Ponies was a goal early in this first period. Tim Peterson and Zach Halverson. Now at center ice, played back, shot in again, caught out of midair. Center ice pass a little too far. It's going to be shot down. Anderson will play it with his paddle. Just slow it down a little bit, wrapped around and cleared the length of the ice. And this time we're going to have an icing call.
With the early goal here by Anderson, it has given the Stillwater Ponies a chance. Obviously, on paper and everything else, it's Hill Murray, but they've got a chance here. But Hill Murray, if they keep shooting the puck like they have and they keep moving the puck around, they're bound to get one past Colton Anderson eventually.
Back behind the net, off the face-off. On the near side boards, it's being played and worked. Now a cross ice pass to the far side. Shot, rings wide of the net. Guy lost his glove down there and scoops it back up. That's Clark. Lost his glove momentarily. Ponies playing it back from their own zone. Crowd's finally coming alive a little bit. I didn't even notice how much is filled in until just now when they started cheering. Wow, there are some fans here, but seems they take a little bit. There they are. No Murray side anyway.
Hill
We had
Murray
mentioned on our Sports Path broadcast about if anybody had a sign that said TV19 on it. I don't see any. I don't know if those people deserve to get put on TV without their TV19 banner hanging. That shot goes in, missing the net. Picked up behind the net. Reinke plays it back around. Moved up through center ice. Pioneers chase it down. Here's a shot in, and Dugas saw that one from a little bit further out angle than the first shot that came in earlier. Brown comes and takes a shot, and Anderson hangs on for the save.
We talked about the Pioneers transition game there. There's a beautiful example. Puck comes loose in their own zone. They get it. They can't bring it down, make a 3-on-2. And Anderson, great positioning, gets the puck and holds on, doesn't give up any rebounds. And, you know, great defense, though, by Stillwater. They kind of collapsed on Anderson. And even if he did give up a rebound, there was a couple Ponies right by that can clear it away.
Shot in, redirected, and just goes wide. They're talking about rebounds. We'll see how Colton does tonight. I'm not allowing many. From the point, shot in low again, and a turnaround shot to goal! Tyler Plump getting the Pioneers on the board here in this first period, and we're even at one.
Just a nice shot for the point. They kept it low, and you'll see it here. The shot stopped in front by Funk, and he worked it around, and no chance there for Anderson as Funk, you know, getting it around the goalie, and you can't move too much once you're down on your knees, and he had to go down and stop the low shot. Good job by the Pioneers.
Kind of an ugly Savard 360, if you will. Well, we're even at one, and Lavelle gives chase to the puck as it goes in deep to the Pioneers' end. French battling with Lavelle trying to get it away. And they do. Slattery comes across. High in the slot. Gives it off to French. French saw a wall. Now he's learning where to go and finds Lavelle on the far side boards. He'll knock it in deeper. Picked up again by Slattery. Looking, centering. Nice pass. Right on the tape, but French wasn't able to do much with it. And it was knocked away from him. Lavelle will bring it in now. Gives it off Slattery. Comes around the backside of the net. He'll take the shot. Anderson with the save. Well, it just seems like this line is doing what they want right now for the Pioneers.
That's how it's been all season. They just move the puck so well, and there are a few talented guys, but they also know where each other are on the ice all the time. You see another great example here.
Here's French. Spins around. Nobody picked him up. Gives it off. Becker had to fall off his stick, so Black will pick it up. He'll shoot it down in deep. Slattery down there to play it for the Pioneers. French making some nifty moves. Gives it off to Slattery behind the net. He's being worked behind the net. Clark back there hitting him. Just riding him all the way around the boards. French bounces out the back of the net. And now he'll drop it back, and a shot from the point rings in and misses out the stick of Black. And Anderson will pick it up and get it out of the zone for the Pioneers. Or for the Ponies, excuse me. Coming in, looking backhand the whole way, and Dugas saw it the whole way and made the save off the stick of Fitzsimmons, Tyler Fitzsimmons, this senior forward. Or center, I should say.
And going back to that first line, and it's just been a joy to watch all season. These guys work together, and it's really a victory, a little small victory there for Stillwater, not giving up a goal, as there was some zone possession there for a good 2.5 minutes, and that really that wears your defense out. And Stillwater's defense, he stayed strong, kept the puck out, and even got a shot on goal at the end of all of it.
Mills got sent away from that face-off circle, and Greeter came in, and the Ponies win the draw. Trying to muster up something again. Here they are back behind the net. Working it around, and it skips out of the zone at mid-ice. Swung around and shot down in deep by Youngman. Puck pops free. Ponies across the crease. The shot just goes wide, and boy, that had goal written all over it. It just appeared that Cates couldn't get enough wood on it.
That's definitely going to hurt for a while there. It was on the doorstep, but defensive Hill Murray knocking it away.
It looked like Dugas almost got stuck on the near side post.
Yeah, definitely didn't get over like he wanted to. There was something going on.
Now shot in on goal, and Anderson hangs on, so no rebound available there. 1-1, 6:38 remaining in this first period in the quarterfinal section for AA game between Stillwater and Hill Murray. We'll look at this play again.
Yeah, I just couldn't get the shot up. There's great stick work there by, it looked like was Zach Mills in there, getting a stick in the way of that, knocking it away. But that was a golden opportunity for Stillwater, and that's good to see if you're a Pony fan, that Stillwater's still creating scoring chances here midway through the first.
And it just seems like every opportunity they have, every chance they've had with a shot on goal, as that puck is deflected up into the fans. It seems like it's almost been a scoring opportunity every time they've put pressure on. They've created very well for themselves.
Well, they got 3 shots on goal, and with one of those was a goal earlier. And, another 2 shots, we just saw, I don't think they counted that last one as a shot on goal because it went wide, but still they're making things happen in front there, and they're getting the puck to the net. And that's a good thing if you're Pioneers right now. You want to keep them to the outside and take that puck away, move it out and get some goals on the board like you've been doing really well all season.
Anderson had his pocket pick there, and is it fitting that number 8, Anderson of the Pioneers, is an 8th grader?
Well, there you go, I guess.
I don't think he's going to keep that going as his career moves up forward. I can only assume he'll keep his number 8.
I would think so.
Here he is again, and he'll just shoot it down into the zone and make a quick change. Back to play it behind their own net. Reinke, the other captain for the team, gives it and gets it back. Reinke will start things up. The defenseman shoots it up through center ice and all the way down into the zone. Down there to play it is Fitzsimmons. Back behind the net. Oh, he's being worked pretty good by Zarembinski. Puck comes to the point and is shot in. That's going to ring up high off the glass behind the net. Played back behind the net. Quick centering pass. And they had a guy there. He just couldn't keep his feet as he was being pushed around and worked by this Pioneer team. Now Lavelle will pick it up and he'll bring it up through center. He's got French to his right. Slattery to his far right. But he hangs on it. Now Slattery will pick it up. Lavelle centers and it skips through and skips all the way up out of the zone. Almost maybe hit a divot in the ice there to make it skip funny like that. Slattery at center ice gives it to Lavelle. Lavelle will crank up and shoot. Save made by the kick save. Now centering pass comes right through the crease. Nobody home. Becker tried to play it in. Can't. Now he'll just hold the zone. Shot. Oh boy, did I hear metal on that one? Missing just wide. Now up through center ice comes Cates. And he's worked into the boards hard. Lavelle finally retains possession. Chips it out through center ice. Slattery coming in, man there. French couldn't put it home. And it looks like we may have a penalty called. We do. At the 4:07, with 4:07 remaining in this first period.
Not necessarily a bad penalty to take at that point. You know, you got to keep the goal from going in. But now it's a crucial penalty kill here for Stillwater as you move in. Pretty easy call for the officials there. Kept it from being a goal. But the slashing call going to looks like it was Peyton Hosh, and so now the Pioneers with a really good chance here on the power play.
In these sections, neither of these teams have allowed a power play goal yet, but they've only played one game,
right.
So not a lot to go on. Pioneers into the zone. Look to set up. Anderson drops it back. Now walking it up is Slattery, or centering pass, backhand, no! Oh, Black just missed one there. And excuse me, I had mentioned Slattery, but it was actually Funk. Now Funk back to play some defense. 2-on-2 opportunity as the Pioneers are back in their own zone here on the power play. Ponies had something going. Hard hit, clears that up. And through center ice come the Pioneers. Funk drops it to Anderson. Anderson passes it over to Becker. Becker drops it in. I'll pull it out and set things up here. Moving in. Brown with some moves. Can't get it to go. He'll get it again. Brown setting things up. Cross ice pass to the point. And Becker will shoot it in. Rebound comes to the near side. Nobody able to play that rebound. And as it's kicked to the near side boards, Brown will carry it in again. He's going to take it himself, go to the back end, and shoots it. Oh my! Brown doing the work himself.
Well, that's a highlight reel goal if I've ever seen one. Willie Brown on the power play here. Just finds an opening here as he moves it around. Actually makes his own opening as he maneuvers his way through, and then a beautiful backhand to the glove side of Anderson. And I got a 2-1 hockey game, and can't say it's much of a surprise here. Shots on goal 13-3. Hill Murray, at least after that first goal, has really controlled the pace of play. And we'll see here how Stillwater responds. If they let them run away with it or not.
And I mentioned earlier that it just seems like that first line can do whatever they want. There, Brown just looked like he could do whatever he want. He just, like you said, made his own way to the net. And nobody really picked him up, and he walked right in and was able to put it past Anderson. Anderson will cover this one up for the whistle.
Through this first period, you got to give the Ponies credit. They really haven't looked intimidated at all by these Pioneers. They've played their game very, very well. They've gotten some scoring chances, but again, when you get a team chock full of talent like Hill Murray, it makes it so tough. And but they've done a really good job, at least in the first 15 minutes or so of this period, of playing with this really good team.
Offsides call will stop the play again, and can almost equivalent the Pioneers to maybe like a Yankees team. It's not
right
on the same level whatsoever, but they do have the talent up and down that lineup.
The team to beat every year, it seems like, in this section.
or maybe the Gopher hockey team gets that as well a lot of the times. University of Minnesota. Well, last year these two teams met in this section play, and it was a 7-3 game. And it appears tighter to this point. Out in front of the net, shot comes in, no, diving stop, nice job by Becker. Giving up his body, back the other way, French weaving his way through. He's got Lavelle with him, will they give it to him? No, it's knocked away, good defensive play. Pioneers setting up again. Off the stick of Becker, couldn't control it, he'll wrap it back behind the net. Black will skate in, take the shot, steered wide. Slattery slipped off his stick, he'll shovel it back to Lavelle, back to the point, but it's stolen away there and worked out of the zone by Cates. Cates with it now, trying to jump around the defender. Instead, he'll spin around and go make a line change, and Pioneers will charge up the ice. Slattery weaving through everybody here. Here he keeps coming, and he shoots it, and it misses. Looks like one might have gone off the shoulder of Anderson. Now right in the corner, Mills battling. Pass it to the far side, and couldn't get anybody there. Strong slapper, but the puck was laying funny. It still is, and there's Flandon by Lavelle, and carrying it back out are the Ponies. Shot comes in, Dugas makes a save and covers it right up. And a little extracurricular activity. Each team showing how much they appreciate each other's hard play out there. Right?
Yeah, you know, and you like that feisty play by the Ponies is driving in. This is a great scoring opportunity. Dugas doing a great job of keeping that rebound in. Then, of course, some extra pushing and shoving. It's playoff hockey. It's to be expected. Nothing out of the ordinary. So now 36 seconds left to face off inside the Pioneer zone. Perhaps Ponies maybe get a few more scoring opportunities here for the end of the period. Maybe even tie it up. We'll see.
And that'd be huge for them with only 4 shots on net to even the game up in this first period. It would give them a lot of confidence. It's back behind the net right now, being worked out. Anderson coming away with it momentarily for the Ponies. Working around now, Kazanek, and it's taken away. With 12 seconds left, it's stolen away at center ice and flipped down back into the zone. Dugas will let it go. And some rough play back behind the net. And the whistle stops it with 3.5 seconds left.
And Hill Murray going to the box now.
A little too physical down there.
Yes, a little roughing down there, but I didn't see much. But we'll
I think there was a retaliation, and that's what got it. It was on
a little bit later in that replay, but
Jacob Olson.
High sticking is a call. Yeah, he did get a little bit of that helmet with the stick, and now quick face-off here for the Ponies.
They better get a quick shot. 1 second left, and it's blocked, and that'll end this first period. It got chipped nicely all the way down the ice. Good effort there with barely any time remaining by Brown. That's going to end 1 period of play here from the Lee and Rose Warner Coliseum. Stillwater strikes first, but the Pioneers answer back with 2, and they lead it after 1 period, after 15 minutes. By a score of 2-1, they have 15 shots in net. Stillwater has 4. We'll be back with the second period action right here on Pioneer Hockey TV19 Sports.
If you could see anything in the world, what would it be?
I'd love to see Paris.
I like to see cupcakes falling from the sky.
To save your vision in the years ahead, call your eye doctor for a comprehensive eye exam today. Then call 1-800-437-2423 or log on to seeabettertomorrow.org to learn about glaucoma and macular degeneration.
I just want to see more of the things I love.
Welcome back to the Warner Coliseum. The score is 2-1. Hill Murray leading Stillwater after 1 period of play. Here's your quick first period summary. It starts off really early, 2 minutes and 30 seconds in. Nick Anderson kicks out the scoring for Stillwater. close soon after, but with 7 minutes in, it was Tyler Funk with an assist from Jacob Olson getting the Pioneers on the board. And then Peyton Holsh took a penalty at 12:53 of the first period, which allowed Hill Murray's Willie Brown with an assist from Tyler Funk getting a goal, making it 2-1. Shots on goal after 1 period of play. It is 15-4. An exciting first period. Looking forward to the second period. We'll send it back up to the booth with Tim Peterson. Tim?
Second period looks to be as exciting as that first period, with Stillwater starting off on the power play. They have a minute 57 on the power play once we resume play here, which will be just momentarily. They trail in shots on net 15-4. They're going to have to apply some pressure and really utilize this power play and even this game back up. As we see from our perspective, Hill Murray's Jacob Olson going back into the sin bin, and that's where he will start this second period. Stillwater, like Zach mentioned, did open the scoring, and we'll look to get another one back here.
Yeah, they scored 2 minutes and 30 seconds into that first period, hoping to get maybe another goal early and get that score tied up. It's at this point, Stillwater has an opportunity here on the power play, maybe get something going here, but Hill Murray getting a really good start on the penalty kill here.
Painting it down deep, just taking time off that clock with Slattery, and Lavelle working in there. And boy, Hill Murray's playing a physical game out there tonight. Lavelle takes it away and puts it back up to Slattery. He's shorthanded. He's going to move in, and it's knocked off his stick by 3 Ponies. Ponies just trying to get out of their own zone in there on the power play. Not good start to their power play. It's a shot all the way back down into their zone again. Well, Anderson comes out of the net and plays it. And the Ponies will set up from there with a minute 13 remaining on this power play. Down the near sides, hitter Zedlick wraps it around, back behind the net. Stillwater setting it up to the far side. Fitzsimmons back to the near side. Header Zedlick can't keep it in the zone. Nice job by Brown putting pressure on it and getting that puck out of the zone. Here they come again. Having trouble just getting it into the zone. Shot down in deep, and Becker will play it out of the zone from there.
Nice little bounce for the Pioneers.
Not a shot on net in this power play, and there's 30 seconds left. And we just got an icing call on the power play. Not looking very good to start the second period are the Stillwater Ponies. 30 seconds remain on the power play. Don't read our clock on the screen right now. There's 30 seconds and the clock has stopped. Now it has started up again and play has resumed. Up through center ice. Anderson picks it up. Working some stick work. His teammates were thinking he's going to go into the zone. Instead he pulls it back out and they'll reset things. Now they get it down into the zone. On the far side boards, they finally are able to get a little breathing room. Work it back to the point. Shot in from there and steered wide. Rebound comes out to the point. Wrap back around the net. And the Pioneers are back at full strength as Olson skates over the bench. And the Pioneers are 1 for 1 on the penalty kill. I'm going to have to start saying Stillwater more often and the Pioneers because I want to confuse the two. Here they come again down, and we're going to have a hooking call. Boy, that was a close one as Olson got taken down, or excuse me, Josh French got taken down and he was heading for the net. Will that just be a penalty or will that be a penalty shot? It looks to just be a penalty.
A tripping call here coming up, and you see another penalty, just one of those necessary penalties you have to take in a game like this, but certainly hurts the team when you have to go back on the penalty kill when you just saw what the Pioneers did back early in the first period when they had their power play. So Stillwater right now having to dig themselves out of another hole.
Bringing it up out of the zone and shooting into length is Peterson. He gives chase. Dugas will play it. And Dugas with a bad pass, but Peterson trips. No call. Looked like Dugas might have got his paddle caught up in the skates. Like I said, no call on that one. The Slattery will start things up. He'll carry it into the zone. He'll stop and turn and look to give it off. French with him. Now back to the near side. And worked up out of the zone. Picked up there. Short-handed. Shot. Blocked. Puck still loose. Shot come in, and Dugas did a good job holding his ground on balls. Couldn't get the score there. Nice job by number 28, Jared Balls, the senior. Pioneers right back down, working it in deep. Slattery with it. Being pressured, but he'll bring it right out in front of the net and try to stuff it in. No, he said he pulls it back behind the net. I thought he was going to try to stuff one in there. And now the Pioneers will set things up. French down low. Cross the slot and over to there. From the point, Becker shoots it down low. Lavelle working behind the net. Ponies not putting too much pressure on it all here. That puck came out in front of the net and it's cleared away nicely. Through center ice. Stillwater making a quick change. 25 seconds remaining in the penalty.
Solid penalty kill thus far for Stillwater. Hilton Murray just doesn't look like they've been able to get anything going here. No chance to change that.
Oh, you don't see too many defensive men trying to make fancy moves as Black just did. 10 seconds remaining now as the puck was cleared out. Anderson at center ice. Scoots it forward. Stillwater back at full strength. Pioneers didn't muster up too much on that power play. Back behind the net. They still have control, and they still are in the zone. Shot in. High, rang off. I don't know if it made it to the goalie or hit off somebody before then. Working it around. Anderson with it. Chips it back and now sent back in deep. Brown will pick it up. Works it back to the point. And it's dumped back in from there. Anderson gets it down low to Funk. Anderson chases it down now, looking to pass. Gives it off to Brown. Stillwater doing a nice job with some checking that back there behind the net. Shot from the point, it's picked up, and we're going to have a penalty on Stillwater, as maybe they got a little bit too physical there working it back behind the net.
Yeah, it looks like Eder Zelchik is going to go to the penalty box now as a play away from the puck, and a little rough there, and we'll see another Hill Murray power play, which I do think, at least in first glance, that penalty could have been prevented. It's a little too aggressive, I guess.
So the power play unit comes back on. Here's Slattery working around. He's knocked off, but he shoots it back behind the net. Right on the far side boards. Eder Zedlik will sit for another minute 45 and see if the Pioneers can muster something up on this power play. That shot is blocked, and it's going to be knocked out of the zone all the way the length of the ice by Kazanik. Coming back to play it is Becker. Pressure being applied. Becker still with it and shoots it all the way down around the boards. Tipped up and played out of the zone. And here's an opportunity. If it wasn't for good defense by Becker, opportunity was there where it was knocked away. Pioneers carry it back in, looking to set something up and get some pressure on, which they didn't do in the last power play. But they do have a goal on a power play. And here's a big chance for Anderson. Anderson and Dugas. Anderson all alone. Makes the move. Shoot that. Oh, save rebound. And another save. Holy moly. Dugas standing on his head there.
Wow.
Fitzsimmons had the rebound opportunity, put it right into the leg pad of Dugas. We'll look at it again.
Well, first of all, Nick Anderson, beautiful job there getting to the net. Couldn't raise it, and neither couldn't his teammate Fitzsimmons. If you raised that puck just a little bit over that pad, had a wide open net. But Dugas does a good job getting the pad out there at least, and he was
had the butterfly effect going on. Now the Pioneers will start things up and haven't got much pressure at all on this. Well, this and the last power play. Kept in at the point, and now wrapped all the way down the length of the ice. Dugas is going to have to get down and be careful and play it. He'll just cover it up as it looked like Smith may have been able to get in there and put some pressure on. 28 seconds remaining on the power play, 27 on your screen.
What's amazing is after watching that first power play that the Pioneers had back in the first period, it really looked solid. They were working the puck around nicely, and it's a complete opposite of what we've seen here in the last 2 power plays in the second period. It's not been able to get anything going, and actually Stillwater's had almost actually more scoring chances thus far.
Just seems they're not putting the pressure in. They're just waiting. Here's Funk sending it down low to Anderson, back to the point. Nearly skipped off the stick, but now shot back down in deep. Brown down there to play it. Stillwater back to full strength. Centering pass broken up and knocked aside. And now Stillwater will gather it back behind their own net. Oh, yeah, Anderson putting some good pressure on. He actually got it away. Still has control. Now he's going to walk out in front. He's going to turn around and pass it across. Shot! And a goal! Willie Brown does it again. Credit Anderson.
Joey Anderson, this is all him. He worked behind the net. It was, I believe it was Jared Balls who kind of looked like it was going to slow down. Instead, Anderson takes it away from him, and then as he's diving down, gets the puck over, and gives it over to a wide open Willie Brown. Beautiful work by Anderson, that aggressive play.
There's an opportunity for Stillwater. Puck loose and they score! No, they're waving it off right away.
Well, here's what happened. It looked like, basically right off the face-off, the puck went down right on Dugas. It looked like he was going to cover it up, and perhaps he did have it for less than a second or so. Officials went to blow the whistle. Perhaps they did. It doesn't matter as long as it's the intention to blow the whistle. That's it. No goal, but it was a goal as the Dugas didn't have control of it. The puck came out and it was put into the net. But again,
they felt they had control long enough. They blew the whistle,
right.
At least. They thought he's fine how he had covered up. And a lot of times in high school they protect the goalies, so they're not railroaded once they do cover it up.
That unfortunately can happen. That's just how it works. And
shot rings up high. Now we're not going to be able to look at that replay again. It happened so fast on top of the other goal scoring. We weren't able to get it, but play continues, and Stillwater just had a bad break there. They're going to have to bounce back. They've been doing well here so far in the second period outside that last goal. They've had some scoring opportunities. Back behind their own net. They'll play it up on the near side. And I read some articles, and they pretty much all pointed out to the Stillwater defense. If they play well, this team clicks, and they're good when they can click, and they've been playing well so far tonight. Mills holds the zone, and a slap shot from point blank goes up and over. Pioneers keep it in the zone, though. It just seems like the Pioneers are putting a little bit of extra effort in, and it's paying off. And a whistle away from the play. And no, it's just a penalty. I thought maybe I saw somebody getting the boot. I saw the finger, or the middle thumb going up saying get out, but no, that wasn't it. And Kurt LaChapelle will head to the sin bin.
Yeah, that's a little away from the play. It looked like the Stillwater player had his helmet face mask jerked off, and so now he's back to the bench, and we'll have a face-off inside the Hill Murray zone.
And see what Stillwater can do here on the power play. Cates, Youngman, and Peterson out there, forwards and center for Stillwater. High sticking was the call. Played back to the point. Freed up. Stillwater dancing in. Knocked off the stick of Youngman. Now pick back up. And a shot comes in. Dugas with the save. And a clearing shot all the way down the length of the ice. Zach, you look a little confused to me right now. Kind of got your hand in a questioning mark.
Looked like maybe a penalty there on that big hit on the boards, but officials letting him play.
Fitzsimmons shoots it in. Played over there by Anderson. Fresh legs on the ice for Stillwater. Now the Pioneers pick it up, and they're just going to work it up ice. Here's Lavelle, ends with Slattery chasing. Lavelle putting some blast. Rings up high off the glass. Lavelle and Slattery will put pressure on, even when shorthanded. Under a minute remaining on the power play for Stillwater. Slattery doing a great job just tying that up. He did that last time too. Very strong. Here comes Fitzsimmons into the zone. Fitzsimmons trying to get a stick on it, but just can't do it. And he's knocked off the puck. Here comes Slattery. Slattery with Lavelle to his left. Slattery across the line. Looking to drop it. No, he'll keep it. He's got open net. He shoots it in front. And it's, whoa. Did he save that?
I don't know.
Holy moly. How did that not go in? Here's a drop pass with 20 seconds remaining on the power play. Centering pass, knocked away, kept back behind that net to the point. Unable to get it out. For the Pioneers. Now they'll flip it up through center ice with 5 seconds remaining on the power play. It looks like the Pioneers have killed another one. Into the zone. Shot in. Puck loose. Dugas couldn't hang on to it. It's flipped up high in the air. And it's knocked away. Hill Murray back at full strength. And they'll get it out of their zone. Cross center ice. Anderson will jump on it as he had some pressure as Willie Brown came moving in.
John Dugas is not handling his rebounds well at all tonight. I think if you're Stillwater, you need to get some shots on that. Here's that look in that earlier. It's off the post. It hit the pipe. Wide open net, and they couldn't get it to go.
I thought it hit his back leg.
Yeah, it looked like it hit something. I didn't think it, at first look, didn't look like it hit the pipe. But again, going back, if you're Stillwater, get some shots on Dugas and crash the net, get those rebounds, because he just does not look on tonight.
One of the best goaltenders in the conference, if not one of the best in the state. According to Zach, not playing as he would expect him to be playing in this section game. Dumped in, but taken right there by the Stillwater Ponies. They move it forward. A little too far forward, icing is the call. Cameraman Ben down there got that great angle that we could be able to see that one deflect off the post. One of the many volunteers that works for us here at TV19. We're always looking for volunteers if you'd like to get into TV, public access, and TV19, we're always looking. Face off, quick shot, and a nice glove save by Anderson. We had a clear angle. We could see it perfectly from our angle. As the shot came in off a Kruger stick, Anderson could see it clearly too. After a short break, the number one line comes back out for the Pioneers, and Slattery, French, and Lavelle. Slattery under center. He wins the draw. Lavelle getting pushed from behind, keeps it in the zone, but only momentarily. Now shot in deep, and Stillwater gives chase back behind the net. Anderson down there, he picks it up. Drop pass. Fitzsimmons couldn't get the shot off, and a hard hit given by Fitzsimmons on Black. Lavelle carries it in, gives it out to French. French taking off the puck. Good defensive play by Hosh. Good hard hitting going on all over the ice here. Here's Black moving in, centering. No, just misses. Stillwater gets it back out to center ice. They'll shoot it down in deep. Boy, there's some hard hitting going on out here.
Certainly getting testy out there. Both teams not really fond of each other right now, and both teams really want this game. And, you know, honestly, Stillwater is very much into this game still. You know, that's a 3-1 hockey game, and we've seen time and time again at these, especially in these section playoffs, it's so hard to hang on to a 3-1 lead. You know, at this point, Stillwater, yes, they're getting outshot 18-9, but they've been getting some really good scoring opportunities, and quite honestly, let's be honest, Dugas has been giving up some rebounds that, you know, a couple bounces maybe would have been finished by the Ponies and would have completely changed the score of the game.
Greeter with a shot, Anderson with the kick save. Now a shot comes in from the point, goes through traffic, but misses the net. Greeter scoops it back up, shoots it back in. Anderson kicks it wide again. Hard hit on the near side boards. As Mills leaned into one of the Pony players. Puck loose behind the net, wrapped around the boards and out of the zone. Well, 4 minutes remain here in this second period, a 3-1 lead for the Pioneers. And at this point in the game, did you think this game would be closer or more, or is it too close? Closer than what you thought?
It's much closer than I thought, and that's really attributed to Stillwater's play. Again, they haven't looked intimidated at all. They've been driving in. They haven't given up. They had a great opportunity when that goal was called off. Had a great opportunity kind of just sinking that. And as said, they've continued to play hard, and they've really played well with these Hill Murray Pioneers.
Pioneers dump it in. Look to play it, working behind the net is Funk. Gives it back to the point, shot in from there. Save made. Stillwater back the other way as they make a line change. The only one momentarily was Smith down there. Here's the line change. Anderson, shoots it across, maybe a little too unselfish as Smith maybe had the shot. Oh, redirection. Oh, Smith with a nice redirect. Dugas able to stick with it. Nice play there by Stillwater. That's a hard thing to do, is redirect that puck in mid-flight. Well played by Smith. Here's a quick shot in off a stick or two. Puck is loose still, being fought for. Anderson trying to locate it, and there's the whistle. It's finally located. And some more hugging going on down there, if you will. Some players getting to know each other a little bit better.
And it looks like being pushed to the box is Tyler Fitzsimmons. We're going to see, looks like we will see coincidentals here.
Kazanik going in.
Willie Brown, rather.
Yeah, and Willie Brown.
And Kazanik.
They had the right number, just the wrong team.
Right. So Willie Brown and Kazanik, coincidental minors here. So we'll remain 5-on-5.
Yeah, the refs got to start taking a little more control here. The physical play was getting a little too physical, I guess. Shot goes in, misses. Slattery will dump it back in deep. Both penalties called roughing. 2 1/4 remaining here in the second period now. Black across mid-ice, gives it off. Into the attacking zone, shot rings wide and high and goes all the way back down the length of the ice with 2 minutes remaining. Quick bounce pass out the boards up to Slattery, trying to break it in, but couldn't control. He gets it right back though. He'll walk in, toe drag, backhand, save made. Anderson eyeing it the whole way, but you got to see some of Slattery's stick work there.
Definitely, the Pioneers just such a good team when they work the puck around, and they get so many great opportunities from that. And Cole and Anderson are looking very, very strong.
Faceoff goes right in on Anderson. Covers it up. Zach Lavelle right in there off the draw in case there was any kind of rebound available. 23 shots to 10. Lavelle under center against Youngman. Lavelle draws it back. Slattery looking. Now he'll sweep it in there. Shot goes on net, but not a lot of power behind it. Slattery gets it back. Drops it. Comes out near side. It's free. Pulled in by French. Lavelle trying to put it on, but can't. He gets control of it behind the net. He's back there with Slattery. Slattery comes away with it. Over the near side. Black has it blocked. Off the pad of Heddle. Heddle giving chase, but Becker beats him to it. Becker moves it up. Slattery into the zone. Shooting it in. Slattery almost got that to the goal by himself. Off a pure effort. And Becker just ran into the official, which leaves a 2-on-1 opportunity. Skip pass shot in. Dugas with the save. Cates had an opportunity off a nice pass. but was unable to capitalize. Shot in as we're down to 45 seconds remaining in this second period. Stillwater has got opportunities. Got to capitalize a little bit more. Only have done it one time. One goal waved off. Under 30. Pioneers in their own zone. Stillwater in the attack. Shot deflected up into the crowd off the paddle of Dugas. Both the players that were in the sin bin return back to the ice.
Well, 18.6 seconds left. Another chance for kind of a late rush here for Stillwater if they can get it. And they've been doing a good job getting the shots on Dugas and making them work. That one just off the toe of his pad and deflected up in the air, but the face-off stays in the zone.
To the right of Dugas. Worked free. Chip ahead pass. Breakaway. Here he comes. Anderson moves. He shoots. Save made, but it's pushed in over the line by their own player. Goal light went on. Are they counting it? Dots is the one who would have put it in.
Officials are talking.
A penalty, or are they just talking about it?
They're
just talking about it. Looks like they do count it as a goal right now. We'll wait for the official announcement. Lavelle comes back onto the ice. He's
bring the goal judge over here. Talking to the goal judge what he saw. They've got a couple of purchase here for these goal judges. They don't, of course, have video replay that they can use. That's why they kind of depend on these goal judges a little bit more than we see in higher levels of hockey.
Well, from where I'm sitting and you're sitting, it looked like a goal to me.
Yeah.
What do you think they saw that we maybe didn't?
And again, it depends on what time, if the officials meant to blow the whistle or not. They could have said that, hey, we're going to blow the whistle, or we did blow the whistle. It's so hard to hear the whistle when you're up here. This arena can get pretty loud. So the officials are probably talking about that. They're also perhaps talking about in the crease. Anderson kind of made his presence known in there, and maybe made it impossible Joey Anderson made his presence known, made it impossible for Colton to stop it. So it's all being discussed right now. It's such a kind of a crucial moment in this game. Nice job for the Hill Murray Pioneers, though, getting after that face-off and getting that scoring opportunity to happen, giving Joey Anderson a perfect breakaway, beautiful pass, and they got on perhaps on the board here. We'll wait. The officials again taking their time.
They're taking a lot of time.
They're trying to figure out, and that's benefits Stillwater perhaps a little more.
Here's the official call as the refs come up.
No goal.
No goal.
We'll get the, hopefully, maybe we can listen in to Dave Wright here. He's going to perhaps give an explanation here. Love to hear it.
He's very good, too, at getting explanations from the referees and letting the crowd know. Very good communicator.
Listen in. No explanation.
When we say that, he says no goal. It's kind of like sometimes dealing with an authoritative figure. You question them and they'll say no. And you look for an excuse and they'll say no. That's what we got right there. No goal. That's it. Still with 9 seconds remaining. Or 8 seconds remaining here in the second period. The score remains 3-1. And as it gets tied up back behind the goal, that's how it's going to remain as the second period comes to a close.
Well, going between Hill Murray and Stillwater, looking at their third period statistics in the regular season, Hill Murray, actually, their least, should we say, offensive period is the third period. They're outscoring their opponents, and this is crazy that it's their least offensive period, outscoring their opponents 40-12 in the third period in the regular season. Stillwater, they're being outscored 26-22, and Stillwater's going to need a strong third period here. They've had some very weak third periods in the past. One of them that comes to mind, they gave up, I believe, 3 goals late or actually 2 goals late in the third period against White Bear Lake earlier this season, and then ended up White Bear Lake scoring in overtime. So Stillwater had enough to kind of reverse that trend, have a solid third period. Hill Murray, they can just keep doing what they're doing, getting the puck in, getting those breakaways, they could run away with this one, but Stillwater, you never know.
We'll see if the second leading U.S.-born goal scorer, Phil Housley, can get his team to get the scoring in action here when we get back in this third period. You're watching Pioneer Hockey in section play on TV19 Sports.
Imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read. 'Cause every kid across the nation deserves a book to read, and we can make it happen right now. No, I don't know what you've been told, but kids with books learn so much more. So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child. So let's join hands, book people unite, unearth hidden passion. Come on, we'll have a good time. Seeds of inspiration to motivate some magic. Change the writing on the wall, writing on the wall. And make a difference. One look can inspire a child. One look can be the first thing that helps to change a life. People unite.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
Welcome back to the Warner Coliseum. Is the Hill Murray Pioneers leading the Stillwater Ponies 3-1 after 2 periods of play. Bring back here Tim Peterson in the booth. I'm Zach Elverson ringside, and I just want to give you a quick, recap here. The second period is 3 penalties for Stillwater, 2 penalties for Hill Murray, and 1 goal for the Hill Murray Pioneers. And would have been another one. We talked to the officials in the intermission about the no goal call late in the second period. They said they blew the whistle and no goal. They blew the whistle before it, and so we remain at 3-1. Definitely an exciting period, and Stillwater keeping it close. We'll see what happens as we move into the third period of play. Tim, it's looking to be a very exciting final 17 minutes of regulation.
Well, the shots on net are not telling the story whatsoever. The shots on net are 25-10 up to this point. Willie Brown with 2 goals and assists so far, so he's having a very nice game. Getting in on all 3 goals so far tonight. See if they can continue that. Stillwater in this period needs to pick up and finish. They haven't been able to finish a lot of the things they've done tonight. And they've come close. They had a goal waved off, but so did the Pioneers, so both teams with 1 goal waved off, and Stillwater needing to get the puck in the net without it being waved off.
Right.
Need to get things going.
And, some of that stuff they can control, some of that stuff they can't. The bounces that they've had really haven't gone their way thus far here so far. And, we've seen a couple deflections that have gone over the pad. We've seen some just plays where you couldn't get the puck raised up enough to get over Dugas' pad, and John Dugas been playing a pretty solid game. Again, we were talking about the rebounds, but besides that, he's really stayed strong in his crease.
Had some magnificent saves so far. Seems like Stillwater has had a lot of scoring opportunities, only getting 10 shots on the net, but they've been right there, and they hope to continue that trend here in this third and final period. Here they come with a quick shot, and they're offsides. The shot was wide of the net any which way. Both teams will change her up. Funk, Brown, and Anderson onto the ice for the Pioneers.
Stillwater really needs to set the pace in this third period. They need to take control. They need to take control fast.
Edel, Youngman, and Cates out there offensively for Stillwater. Here they come into the zone. Youngman shoots it over. Goes to the near side corner. Taken away, Anderson. Anderson working it up. Bringing it in. Or excuse me, that's not Anderson. That was Sharp. Looked like an offensive player there, 8 and 9. The difference of 1 in the jersey numbers between the 2 players. A hand pass called at center ice. Both teams going to be very well rested. They keep switching their lines this much. Minute 6 off the clock here in this third period. And their third line is out there already. Reeder, Mills, and LaChapelle for the Pioneers. And here come the Ponies. Gasso, Peterson, and Balls on the front line for them. Puck goes in deep. Back behind the net. Balls playing it. Has it taken away. Clearing attempt, doesn't make it out. And now it's chipped up to neutral ice. Stotts plays it to the near side. Konek wraps it around the boards. Comes off the boards, kind of funny. Hill from the point. Shot in. Puck bounces through Anderson, but he's able to get his glove down behind him off the stick of Zerembinski to make the save.
Great awareness by Colton Anderson there as he obviously slowed the puck down, but was able to turn around here. You see the shot, it kind of squeaks through or hits off his glove and then bounces off his pad, and he remains in control and covers it up.
I knew he didn't have full control. Back behind the net, working it back out to the point. The top line for the Pioneers. Shot goes in and a kick pad save. Back out to neutral ice. Lavelle dumps it in deep. Slattery gives chase. Bumps into Reinke. Back to the point. Shot comes in. Easy save made by Anderson. Rebound comes to the near side. Back to the point again. Becker. He'll shoot again and another save. Rebound goes right to the same spot. Mitch Slattery slides it across. Over to Black. He'll take the shot. Save made. Well, all the rebounds are coming right to this side. With those shots coming in on Anderson. There's an icing call. It's shot the length of the ice. Shots now 30-10 in favor of the Pioneers.
Well, in higher levels, if you ice the puck, you can't make a change. High school, there's no rule on that, so not a bad play there. Just getting the puck out and icing it down, getting a new fresh 5 and getting right back in.
Face off to the left of Anderson. Shot into the back of the net. Giving chase, Brown back to the point. Shot in from there. Save made. Puck loose. Anderson just knocks it back behind himself. Joey Anderson there to play it. Now it's Funk. Gives it back to Anderson. Anderson tries to skip it over to the far side. It comes through, but unplayable. Now shot in, and with the puck kind of bouncing funny. Colton will just hang on for the whistle.
A lot of funky bounces in today's game, and I don't know if it's the ice fault or even the puck's fault. Can't really figure it out, but definitely doesn't seem like a regular hockey game with the puck.
No, now at the moment, there's a quick shot off the draw, and it missed high. Shot back into the zone. Hill will touch up. Playing it back behind his own net is Reinke. Flipped up. Taken through center. Shot into the zone by Stillwater. Wrapped around the board to the far side. Picked up there. Trying to play it as Heddle. Heddle still with control. Defensively was Olsen. Pioneers work it out. Brought right back in. Clark carrying it in. Top line defenseman for Stillwater. Wrapped around all the way around the board, but held in. Olsen back there. Trying to jam it in, and Dugas pinning his foot to that post. Holds on to the puck for the whistle.
Nice strength by Dugas, keeping his leg locked on there. And good work also by Sagasaurus. He kind of on his knees, still got the puck around and was able to jam it to the post there, but couldn't get it to go. And a face off here in the offensive zone for Stillwater. Ponies trying to make a comeback here.
Need to get something going offensively. One goal is not going to do it against Hill Murray typically.
That's for sure.
Here comes Hill. Slattery trying to stick handle through everybody. Loses control. Taken up and away. from the blue line. Shot in. Dugas steers it to his right. And here comes Becker through center ice. Passes it off to his left to Slattery, too far, and we're gonna get an icing call here.
Well, we'll see what Hill Murray can do here. They've got a chance to really kind of let this and just take control of this game. That last call looks like it was called an icing on one guy, but then they took it back and face off in the center ice.
Here come Hill Murray. Spin move. Anderson keeps it clear of himself in net there. Back behind the net. Slattery will pick it up. He'll skate around. Lavelle gives it back to Slattery. Slattery steps in front of the net. Looking to shoot, waiting, shoot, save made. Cleared back to the point. Black steps up and holds his own. And it's only momentary as Stillwater gets it out and they take control. Skip pass to the near side boards, wrapped up. Becker takes it away from there. Shot back into the zone. Here comes French moving in. Takes a shot. Save. Stillwater picks it up. Gets it all the way down as far as the blue line before Hill takes control. Trying to catch Stillwater on a line change. They couldn't get anything going, and that pass bounces off the boards, comes back out of the zone. Quick pass up to Brown. But offsides is the call. Brown then gets into a little hit with Peterson down there.
Yeah, just a little bumping and not really much to their call. 11:15 here, time slowly ticking away, and still plenty of time for Stillwater, but they definitely got to start mounting some offensive pressure and getting some shots at the net.
Yeah, if they can get a goal, they're right back in there. It's Hill with a little bit of a padding with that 2-goal lead as of right now. Joey Anderson will start things up. Chips it up into the zone. Brown chasing. Comes to the near side boards. Knocked back. Anderson will play it to his teammate. Clark spins around and gives it away. Reinke bounces it up the boards, right onto the stick of Gasso. Gasso will carry it in. He's knocked off the puck, and he stays with it. Takes a shot in the, I don't know how that one didn't go in.
It's another one of those plays at Stillwater, if they just are an inch right or an inch left, be a completely different hockey game.
Here they come again with a quick shot. Dugas with a save. Dugas makes his 12th save of the evening. Hill will just dump it in deep and make a line change. Hill trying to catch him on that change. Can't do so. Puck goes all the way into the Pioneer zone. Stillwater doing a nice job just getting it down on this side of the rink and holding it in there. They just going to develop that into some shots. Puck bounces out free. Picking up Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons loses it. Puck's underneath him. Now he's up and the puck is free. Pioneers have control. They'll chip it down into the zone. Looks like a couple of their guys get confused on who's going to play between LaChapelle and Greeter. They kind of ran into each other. We're going to have an icing call as this puck goes through everybody the length of the ice. With 9:21 remaining in this third period. Tim Peterson with Zach Alberson. Section 4 AA quarterfinal game between the Stillwater Ponies and the Hill Murray Pioneers. Bill Lechner and Phil Housley, the coaches of each team. Back to the point. Shot in. Misses the mark. Stillwater back through center ice. Chip it into the zone. Becker picks it up from there. Being harassed, but holds on to it. Shoots it up, and it goes through the legs of French, and that's an icing call. And we're heading back the other way. This time the icing on the Pioneers.
So now we've reached the 8-minute mark in the third period. really Hill Murray not being able to generate much of anything here as of late. Stillwater perhaps maybe could take advantage of that.
And you got to think the more this crowd fills in, the more in favor of Stillwater it will become.
That's for sure.
Here they come down in the zone. Slattery.
Hill Murray being the #1 seed, everybody.
And having gone to state and what, 6 out of the last 5 out of the 6 years, 7, 6 out of 7 years, whichever it is. 5 out of 6. 5 out of the 6 last.
And whoever it is, Roseville and White Bear Lake, I'm sure either team would much rather play Stillwater than Hill Murray. But
I think a lot of people just want to see Hill Murray lose. Such a good team, you always want the top dog to get knocked off if you're not the top dog.
Right.
Slattery plays it down deep. Clark picks it up, brings it up. Stillwater trying to get a break here, taking some chances, sneaking a guy out through center ice. Something that we see Hill Murray do a lot of over the years. Hasn't paid off for them as of yet. Carrying it into the zone was Gasso before he was knocked off the puck. Becker picks it up. He'll skate it out of his own zone across center ice. Now he'll shoot it down in deep. Defense change. And now it may have paid off. Here they come, but skipping off the stick of Sagasor was the puck. Had an opportunity, couldn't capitalize. 2-on-1 opportunity if they can hurry. They make a dive at it, but Sagasor couldn't get it over to his teammate on the other side. Fitzsimmons. Picked up, Anderson, cross ice pass, shot, goal! Willie Brown with a hat trick for the Pioneers, and now they lead it 4-1. Just like that, 4-1 is the score, and this line has done all the scoring tonight for the Pioneers.
Just a beautiful shot. Willie Brown going top shelf, and amazing work by the Hill Murray Pioneers again. How they move the puck and make opportunities happen. Willie Brown, a great game tonight, getting, as you said, the 3 goals now after Tyler Funk's first goal in the early in the first. It's been Willie Brown the last 3 times, making it a 4-1 game.
And he assisted that first goal, did he not?
Well, not on my sheet, perhaps on yours.
Okay. I had heard that. Nice job by that line. Pioneers lead at 4-1, and is that the nail in the coffin now?
Yeah. I mean, Hill Murray. That next goal really, I think, decided it. Maybe a Stillwater gets a quick one here, but I can't see a 3-goal comeback at this late in the game against such a good Hill Murray Pioneer team.
Well, just the stick handling moves. Look at them go. Move it up ice into the zone. Trying to center pass, but nobody home. Pioneers still control, however. Greeter shoots it in, and trying to get a stick on it was Mills. Couldn't do so. Mills picks it up from here. Circles around. Shoots it down in deep.
Pioneers certainly have a hop in their step now, and I think that that goal really just swung all the momentum their way.
Rough hit down there in the corner. Crowd calling for an elbow, none made. No call made, I should say. Here's a shot. Dugas watches it go past him on the side of the net. Stillwater back in their own zone. Be careful, La Chapella's lurking. Now it's picked off. Shot fake, kick to his skate. And couldn't get a shot in. Here comes a shot from this weird angle. It went on net. And it's finally corralled by Stillwater. Stillwater holds the zone here. But defensively, Hill Murray just not allowing Stillwater to do anything. Now Hill Murray is penalized. It'll be Black going to the penalty box. Ryan Black, the defenseman.
This, if Stillwater doesn't score on this, that would probably easily be the nail in the coffin. And head coach Stillwater, Phil Housley, calling a timeout. Very, very smart move, because this is it. This is truly it. Stillwater needs to get one on here. They need to drop a plan, and they need to execute it. Hill Murray, we'll see. I mean, at this point, if they can win that face-off, they can kill off a penalty pretty well the way they move the puck. Stillwater needs to win this draw, and they need to work it around, and they need to get some shots, a lot of shots on Dugas. And at this point, I'd say low shots, crash to the net, and trying to put in a rebound. It's really hard to beat Dugas up high. You really need to get those garbage goals against him because he is such a good goalie. So it's you know what, Coach Phil Housley, he knows what he's doing. He knows how to coach in these situations. But at this point, we'll see how the players handle it. And you know what, and Bill Lettner on the other side, he's telling his guys, hey, play your game, play your game. We can get through this, and we'll set a date for Friday at 8:30.
Now Phil Housley, my connection to the two coaches, and Bill Leckner. Bill Leckner will turn 60 years old next year. He'll probably kill me for announcing that on the air. His birthday was earlier this year. And Phil Housley will turn 50 next year. And his birthday coming up here in March. So 10-year difference, pretty much right on for both coaches. Yep. Extra attacker comes out.
Colton Anderson pulled right off the bat. Pretty aggressive move here, but you got a 3-goal deficit to erase. Might as well here in the 6-on-4. Only danger, of course, is Hill Murray can ice it.
That's a major danger. And here they come through center ice. Slattery is weaving, working. Probably should have gave it off to Lavelle. Didn't. But he's been so good tonight, just weaving through everybody and able to doing that. Boy, do you agree with pulling the goalie this early with the icing intact?
It's definitely risky, but you know what? A 6-on-4, perhaps it might work out.
There's a shot in. Dugas is going to just hang on.
Still plenty of time, and I got to go back. Slattery, if he moves it over to his right, or even just tries to take a shot, he was at a point where he could have just finished it right there. And so new life here for Stillwater. Let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Draw comes back to Stillwater from the point. Shot comes in, looking for a redirection. Nothing happens. Back behind the net to the near side. Shot goes in, and a goal. I don't know if Dugas just lost sight of it, but Anderson will get credit for the goal. That's Nick Anderson. And the strategy has paid off momentarily for the Stillwater Ponies.
Well, they worked the puck around behind Dugas really well here. Again, that play behind the net, and just a beautiful work there as Dugas just didn't get.
He didn't have his head turned around. I don't think he knew the puck was on this side of the net.
Certainly not easy, but especially when you have passes that fast, and you have that 6-on-4, nobody can really take that position and take that pass away, and the Ponies took advantage of that. Now it's a 2-goal deficit here. They still have some chance here. 4:47, not much, but it's high school hockey has seen crazier things this year and past years. So we'll see what Stillwater can do. But again, Hill Murray just playing so solid. It's really really tough to rule them out, or to really see a comeback here.
Anderson Colton, that is, back in the net, as you already saw. Stillwater comes in offsides there.
What's amazing is, with a 2-goal deficit, they're still being pretty aggressive here with Anderson. He was coming out and kind of the hash mark top of the circle area, waiting for the call, and there he goes again. Comes out and just waits. And I would be surprised here. 4 minutes still. They're already even looking to take him on again.
And we saw in girls hockey earlier this year, Cretin-Room Hall did not even pull their goalie, as Anderson does go to the bench. With the extra attacker on, 4:20 remaining in this third period.
It's very aggressive play by Housley.
Well, he's been around the block a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and give him the benefit of the doubt here.
Certainly not. Oh,
that's just a bad pass made. But Stillwater recovers and dumps it back down into the zone. Chipped up through center ice. Reinke giving chase. He's got Anderson right on him, and he wins the race to the puck. Moves it around back behind the net. Up to center ice. That's all the further they'll get. They're going to have to back it back down. Fitzsimmons has it. Moves it to the near side and gets it right back. They still are just
a lot of
like,
risky play here by Stillwater.
He's everywhere though.
And again,
flipped up into the zone. What a race for the puck. There's a shot that gets knocked away. Ends up going back behind the net.
Really amazing how this puck has.
Why is nobody just sitting in net right now for him when it's back in your own zone?
Well, you can't really do that legally. Officials can call you for that.
Well, not all the way in the net, but at least right near the net. That shot, nice save. How did that not get in? Back to the point. Oh no, it skips through. And here's Slattery off to the races. He wins the race of the puck. We'll see what he does with it when he gets it. He's just going to take up time or actually try to get it into this empty net. He's got Lavelle with him, who's pushed down from behind. Unable to do anything. Stillwater brings it back out. Anderson into the attacking zone. Swoops it in off the side of the net. Chipped away. Fitzsimmons was looking at it, couldn't get to it. Lavelle looking to get it out, flips it up to Slattery. Slattery one-on-one. He'll slow it down, pass it over to the far side. French a little too far. Now back to play it.
So much really new life here for the Stillwater Ponies.
Shot from the point, it's going to hit traffic. But the zone is still held. French doing some fancy work. Couldn't hold the zone. Oh, he did hold the zone to the far side. Crowd wanting a shot. Shot taken, Lavelle scores. Well, I just don't know if this top line for the Pioneers out there. I saw them come onto the ice. I'd almost be tempted to get my goalie back in there. They've been dominant and controlling the puck all evening. That's the first goal by that line. Hill Murray now on top 5-2.
Yeah, you know, nothing real special about that, but what is amazing is that they went 2.5 minutes or so with that empty net, and somehow nothing really happened until then, of course.
Anderson's ready to come out again.
Right, wow. Well, you might as well at this point. That's no surprise.
There he goes. Extra attacker, couldn't get to it. Well, I thought Rawlings might have had a chance to be out for the race, but he got tripped up. Dumped down deep into the zone by the Ponies. They give chase. A minute 40 remains. And a 3-goal deficit. 6 attackers on the ice for them. This puck will be redirected, I guess you could say, up out of play. I did not just hear the crowd chanting Civ, did I?
Perhaps, yeah.
With no goalie, how do you?
Yeah. Now 1:28 left here, and we'll see. 1:24 left rather, and just a great game played by Stillwater. You know, and I have to say, they really, a couple bounces here or there. Maybe it's different. So good play by Stillwater. Hill Murray, though, they're just such a good hockey team we've seen all year, and they are definitely a team to reckon with here going into Friday night.
That shot blocked off the pad. Hill carrying it out. 2-on-1, possibly 3-on-1. Nobody in net. White just couldn't get it under control good enough to get a shot on. Puck goes to the far side of the net. Back to the point. Shot in from there. Down low. Loose puck. Goal scored. Cleaning up is Greeter. He'll get the goal. And it just kind of seemed like everybody was letting up there.
Well, there was a delayed penalty, and it just, I think some players maybe thought they heard a whistle or something. There wasn't. And Hill Murray took advantage of it. But I think pretty much at that point after that delayed penalty, that penalty comes, it's pretty much done. So say empty net, another empty net goal for the Pioneers, and they are on their way to another section final here again on Friday here at 8:30 at the State Fair Coliseum. They're going to play the victor of Roseville and White Bear Lake, which will happen right after this. You can also catch that one on TV19 Sports. Our good friends at CTV in Roseville are going to take that one, take the coverage for that game. But looking forward to seeing that final on Fridays. Who's going to be there and who can come out of that. A couple great teams, Roseville, White Bear Lake, and so we'll see.
A lot of people leaning toward White Bear Lake and winning that and getting to this championship and have another Hill White Bear Lake rivalry here at the Coliseum. A lot of people projecting White Bear Lake being a strong up-and-coming team, but how much is losing Wallen going to hurt? Centering pass goes all the way through the far side. Wallen going to juniors, correct?
Well, I haven't heard any confirmation unless you have some sort of source, but I haven't. I mean, a lot of people are certainly discussing it.
Well, let's just go with if he does decide to go to juniors.
If he does, a big loss for the Bears, obviously. That's your main scoring, but you know what's also encouraging, we'll see this Friday, a lot of young guys, a lot of young sophomores. In fact, 4 of the 5 goals in the quarterfinals were scored by sophomores, so a lot of great future there. But great game here between Hill and Stillwater. Hill Murray just they're such a good hockey team, and Stillwater again, you got to give credit. They came out, they played, they got that first goal. They worked very, very hard, and you see a 6-2 score, but you got to factor in a couple of empty netters, and you bring that down 4-2 against a team like Hill Murray. Not something to be ashamed of, and certainly something to build on for next year. As just not a bad game at all by the Stillwater Ponies, and good luck to the Hill Murray Pioneers.
Well, after 12 goals in their first game, they get 6 tonight. Do the Pioneers? They win this one by a final score of 6-2. Willie Brown, our player of the game, he had a hat trick tonight. John Dugas saving all of 13 shots out of 15, and 30 saves on the other side for Anderson. Hill Murray Pioneers moving on in this section, looking and hoping to go to state once again. Thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Peterson with Zach Halverson, and this has been Pioneer Hockey on TV19 Sports.
Brush, brushy, brush, brushy, brush, brush your teeth. Every day and every night. Now it's your parents' turn. Here's what you gotta do. Let them have your toothbrush so that they can brushy brush your teeth. Good job, you're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Help your teeth stay healthy. Brushy brush with a grown-up every day.
Tim Peterson here with Willie Brown, victorious Hill Murray tonight. You got a hat trick in tonight's game. What was working for you?
Well, we had our lineman number 8, Joey Anderson, on the ice with us, and he could find you wherever you're on the ice. So he gave me a couple of nice passes, especially on my third one there on the 2-on-1, and I just happened to shoot the puck over the goalie's glove, and it went in.
You guys play different styles of hockey, Stillwater and you guys. How did that make things difficult for you tonight?
Well, we knew coming in here they were going to be a grinding team and stuff, so they knew they'd be all over us in the first period. So when they got that first one in there, we weren't worried because we knew that was going to happen. And so we just came back with our skill and our talent, and we worked hard. And doing so, it prevailed us in this victory here.
Would you guys say you're a confident team at this point in the season, having met so many good teams throughout this season and beating most of them?
Well, especially during the beginning of the season when we had all our tough competition going there. But towards the later on here, we've had weaker competition, so I think that kind of hurt us here coming into the sections, but we really stood through and really got the victory here. It was a good win, and so there's good teams throughout the season. They really help and boost our confidence here.
And your next game potentially will be White Bear Lake or Roseville, and White Bear Lake's a young team, but boy, they've really picked it up in this second half of the season. If you got to go against White Bear again, you guys are going to have to pick something up here.
Yeah, well, they've been really steaming coming through here in the later half of the season, and so we just got to slow their energy down here. Hopefully Roseville can do a thing or two, and hopefully knock them out or something, but they really got a couple good top players who got speed and talent, but usually they're a grind team like Stillwater here, so we played them once, and we kind of know their strategy and stuff, so we'll be interesting when we play them here if we do.
And if you get Roseville, what do you know about them?
Well, we haven't played them this year, so we don't really know much. All we know is from, like, the section finals last year. We know kind of their systems and stuff, but they're kind of a mystery team to us. So I don't know what they're going to be coming out as right now.
Either way, you guys got to come out and get ready, and one more to go, right?
Yeah, this next one here is going to be big for us. Oh, it'll be I'll be happy and excited for our team here if we can pull out this next victory here in the section final on Friday.
Well, we here at TV19 now have covered 3 Hill Murray games. Zach Lavelle got a hat trick in one of them. You get one tonight. Keep it rolling. We'll keep coming out for you.
Oh, I will. Thank you.
All right, good luck. Thanks again.
Nice meeting you.
All right, Tim Peterson on location.